This is just the frame, but it still has the glass. So I want to see what I can create in this frame, if I have anything that will fit it. Oh, but unlike a lot of the frames I get, this is flat. So see what I mean? It doesn't fit. And there's something about these swans that I've ordered off of Zazzle that have been wonderful sellers. And I found a technique that I tried to share with y'all, but the audio was terrible, y'all. I got a new microphone, tested a million one times, sent one back, got another one, sent that one back, got another one. I don't know if it was the iPhone, the newest iPhone. I don't know what was going on. So anyway, so yes, I want to be able to decoupage onto this. It doesn't necessarily matter which you start off with first. If you want to do your glass or your frame first, a lot of times I'll do the glass because sometimes there's multiple steps and I have to wait for steps to dry. Okay, so now I just need to take a black marker, Sharpie, whatever you have, and I need to trace around my image. Now I have it flipped upside down. The marker is on the opposite side. I have a squirt bottle with some vinegar in it. I have mirror effect spray. So to make this look like it's an older piece, I'm going to age the mirror effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray this on. I'm going to use some of this mask on because it is smelly. Okay, now I do need to do a second coat, so I'm just going to dab any excess vinegar off after it's dry, though. You don't want to do that when it's wet. And then we're going to repeat that same process until I think it looks good. Now I need to rip some of the paper off so you don't see the squareness if it does come through the image. So I just have some water. Now it's time to put the paper back on, or put the paper on anyway. Kind of looking at my markage there. So I'm going to be using Fusion's Decoupage Transfers Gel. I have a water bottle to mist it. This just has water in it. A rolled up Saran wrap. A brayer to, if there's like to help lay it down. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I try not to go too far out. I'm actually just going to do the top half at first. It's better to use saran wrap or something like that. Sometimes once that paper gets wet, it will want to tear easy. So I'll just add some water to the top, and that'll help lay that down. And we'll lift up that bottom half and get that put down. So now I'm going to take some black spray paint around the edges to help that mirror effect really pop as a mirror that it's been aged. So just some enamel by Rust-Oleum in the flat black. It doesn't really matter what black you use. So I'm going to go ahead and clip the wires off, or the wire. I'll be putting a different hanging system on this. Then we'll take these off. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to clean it as best as I possibly can. You know, all that detail's a little bit odd sometimes to get into. Washed now and it's dried, so now I'm going to seal it in. You can see there's some green stuff. I don't know what it is. Secondhand item. So we're going to seal it in with some shellac. Okay, for color choice, I am using Sweet Pickins Flour Sack. It's, y'all, it just is one of those that does well. So, and I think it goes with both of those prints. So equal parts is a dry powder. So equal parts powder. To equal parts water. This is just tap water. Room temperature. And then you stir it up. Get all that water and that dry powder incorporated. Scraping on the bottom, scraping on the sides. For about 2 minutes. It'll aerate. It'll be bubbly. And then you'll sit it off to the side and let it thicken up a bit. Okay, we're just going to start to brush it on. That shellac, 2 coats. It's dry. It'll help grab onto that paint and not just slide off. It's funny with milk paint, you're not so worried about it pooling up because you want it to chip or crackle or craze. Like you definitely would not be letting paint pool up on like fusion paint like this, but this is what makes this paint unique. Yes, I did a little cupboard in my house, and I did not shellac it. It had wax on it, and I got a lot of chippiness. But that was the look I was going for, so all depends on what you're going for. Since I sell in an antique mall, on the craft side though, when it's painted like this, I do well with making things look old. The nice thing about milk paint is you can help it along with a heat gun. And I was thinking, you also don't have to worry about brush strokes. Because by the time, especially this color, you get 3 coats on, I never had to worry about brush strokes. And we don't have to wait as long to do coat number 2. Okay, so we're dried. We got some chippiness. But I'm going to go in with some polyacrylic in the mat and seal this in. So now we're going to do some aging wax. Get it all into those details. That's why I did the clear coat before I did this, so my paint didn't turn brown. I'm going to take some of the Fusion's clear wax and we are going to buff it. Erase some of that darkness, leaving it into the crevices. That's already gorgeous and I haven't even finished yet. But that's what really tops this milk paint off, is the way that you end up finishing it. Okay, time to get it back together. Make it fit. Best investment I had. It's one of these. Makes redoing frames, mirrors so much easier. I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol to remove it. I didn't want to spray anything. So that, look, it works just fine. I didn't want the spray to go underneath the frame. I'm going to go ahead and put a new back on. I'm going to use some double stick tape to go around the edges. I'm just going to use some backing paper. And then just some sandpaper back and forth. This one is a little bit thicker than the regular paper. So, yep. I'll just keep. Absolutely, I love old frames. And this isn't terribly old, it's probably newer. It's just a print that's, has the border framed mat. There you go, the framed mat around it. But I just want the frame. I want to play with the glass. For some reason, people must be decorating their walls, changing things out, which we all do after Christmas. A lot of us do anyway. So I have blank spaces in my retail booth for wall decor, so I need to get some back up. Now I have this, which I believe is newer. What the heck is that? So we're going to go ahead and get it apart for me. Okay, got that out. We'll just set the frame off to the side. So there again, I'm going to put it underneath the glass, and the swans are selling, so that's why I'm sticking. I did order some different stuff from Zazzle, but it won't be here till February, so okay. Take the image out, set that. Because, of course, you don't want to spray where you have that because you want to wash that off at the end. So that's why you want to flip it over. Or you'll see your marker mark. The vinegar. So it's the same process. And this one where I need to tear. Doesn't matter which direction you go, y'all. Just that you go and that you put some adhesive down. And then I'm going to put some more of the black on there. Okay, so this one is shellacked, also cleaned off. You can kind of tell because it's shiny now. Using that same white flour sack milk paint by Sweet Pickins. Every time you buy from one of the links that I give you, you're supporting a small business. And that means a lot. I mean, there are things that you have to buy from big box stores or Amazon, but it's nice when you can support somebody who's trying to make it in the world. This one is drying out also. Not as much crackling or chippiness, but that's okay. Seal it in with some polyacrylic. Now it's the exact same process with this frame. This one didn't have as much chippiness or as much crackling and crazing. So we'll see what the wax does to it to give it a little bit more detail. Now the clear coat, for that I'm just going to brush it on. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Perfect. So some tape, same kind of paper. Clamp it as tight as you can. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it's kind of a recap. I have done something similar. You know, you're always progressing, trying to learn, you know, how to do it easier. It is pretty easy. It just takes patience and time. But I'm hoping that the ones I made today sell as fast as the first one I made. You never know. It could sit for a year. Who knows? I hope not anyway. So again, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time, guys. And you can see what we're up to. Bye.